father had 6 brothers and a sister. But as far as he was an only child. My mom's family, she's got a big family. Had a real close cousin. And in the beginning of the year, someone gave her some drugs that they shouldn't have. And she had a heart condition. And she went to sleep, and they were low financial means. And she went to sleep with her daughter, in the bed, and passed in her sleep. Then her daughter woke up and found her. And that's something her daughter's going to live with for the rest of her life. And, you know, so I mean, the drug thing, it just, you know.
It digs into me on that one.
Yeah.
I've seen too many people go down that path. I don't like the junkies, but I can understand the junkies. The dealer's only there for one thing. That's the problem that I have. I would have been okay if you guys would just, like, I would never have pulled a weapon on you guys. And to force you guys to shoot me isn't cool either, because you got to live with that.
I have a good friend that works here that still lives with that today.
You will second guess yourself constantly.
Well, he did because he found out the gun wasn't loaded. But he had no way of knowing.
And for me to take myself, it's not hard. I mean, you slam your throat on a desk somewhere and crush the larynx, you know, and die of shitty death.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
But you hurt the people.
If I did any of that, and I won't, it would probably cause my mother to have a heart attack and die.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Let me go back to what you said, though. What do you want? You said you go ahead.
Fighting in the head start. The absurdity of that is that even if you did, which you can't, but if you did, where am I going?
Right now around here, you're probably the most recognizable person.
I mean, I'm thinking some people need to put my face on some billboards were like, hey, no face, hire up.
No more business from inside.
Why ever people ask me about, can you hook me up with real estate? I can show you how to, we turn that bottom bed into a top bed real quick. Oh, hell, we move you right on up. Which pod do you want to be in, sir? You want a 3-bed or a 2? They're just looking, the guards, I'm going to talk to the guards, and one inmate, who just was like, I heard about you. I'm like, okay. He's like, you're the real estate guy. Was until about 20 minutes ago, I took my license away. But, real nice guy. But I've just been out, although I'd like to know what the hell they feed them boys with saw. Are they putting like steroids in their
No,
the biggest corn-fed damn people.
As a matter of fact, there was you've seen it, you mentioned Russell Lynch's website earlier, you saw it on Facebook. We had an officer get in trouble for that a year or so ago, and he was let go.
Okay, I wouldn't want to be serious, but.
Yeah, we did, so they test them for that. They work out, they have to work, I mean, they go through PT like our SWAT guys.
Yeah.
They go through PT like crazy, and they lift weights, and they have to go through PT like crazy.
Oh, I'm impressed. I'm not, I was like, they're all tall as hell.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
that's the one thing I wish I had was like my 15-year-old, he's already taller than me. I'm 5'9.5", he's 5'11". I'm like, really, dude? He'll look at me. I went, listen here, little man. Really?
Still my house.
He'll call me and goes, boo-boo. I said, listen here. He goes, boo-boo. And it's funny though, because he knows, he's a kid, he's got an old soul, but he knows the difference between joking around dad, and even if I use that, just that change in the tone to serious dad, you know, and once that tone changes, you know, he knows, you know,
Time stop.
Yeah, and he knows that, you know, that Dad will straighten him out, but Dad will also, it's like the biggest dragon.
See, my dad never would do that.
Really?
My dad was the dragon.
Really?
My dad took me to office parks while he would steal half the shit he gets hands on, and then want me to help him load truck and deal with his nonsense, and then would tell me that if I got into a fight, if I didn't win, you're not my son, don't come home. But then if I get into a fight, I whoop the kid's ass, I went too far, I'm getting my ass whooped because I went too far.
Yeah.
There's no win.
My son got in trouble a while back for helping defend a kid on the bus one time. Little bitty guy. They're the same age, but this guy, like I said, my son's real tall, and it's kind of cute. They had, for some reason, I don't know why they do it. They have the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th graders from different schools all riding on the same bus. Mm-hmm. And he's back there, and he's got his headphones on, and some of the older kids are messing with him. And the other little guy, and like I said, he's short. He's a little guy. Looked like he belonged in like the 5th grade or something. He's so little. And these older kids are picking on him, bullying him. And my son's sitting there and he looks over and he said, "Man, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone, dude." And my son got attacked by our family dog. Mm-hmm. It was a bulldog, bull mastiff mix. And it was an accident. My wife would give him Zerberts, a little on the cheek, mm-hmm. and he didn't like it. And he would go like this and snap. And my son was home sick one day, and he thought he was going to do it. So he jumps up on the bed. Mm-hmm. The dog thought he was going to do it. The dog turned like that, and when he did, he caught him right here with the fang, yeah, and ripped his whole lip off. Oh, jeez. So they have it stitched on. So my son's claim to fame is, if I can take on a pit bull and win, what do you think I'm going to do to you? So the kid, he said, just leave him alone, man, just leave him alone. The kid leans up across there and he goes, "How about I make you my," and he goes, everybody goes, "You better leave him alone, his dad's a cop." And the guy goes, "I don't care if his dad's a cop." And he leans across there and goes, "How about I just make you my little bitch?" And my son leaned up to him, he said, "How about you sit back down before you get your ass kicked in front of everybody here?" And he just looked at him like that. He's like, and I taught my son, at that point in a situation, mm-hmm. don't say anything else. Because the next person that speaks loses. You lose all credibility. Mm-hmm. If you talk, they teach you that in sales. You're at that closing point, don't talk. That's action time. You know, at that point, if that kid makes a move, you're in fear for your safety, you have the right to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. And he ended up getting put off the bus. So I go down to the school. We had a word of prayer with the principal, and he was back on the bus. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, he's defending, you know, a smaller kid that's being bullied. He doesn't, you know, that's what he's supposed to do. You know, you protect the weak. You know.
The problem that I see, to answer your question, it's going to be the mom.
The mom. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, what do you mean?
The bike shop, because of the mom.
Well, again, what do you want to have to happen?
I don't know. Honestly,
because you made this comment to me, and sorry to interrupt, but you made this comment to me, and I believe you. Mm-hmm. You didn't do the rape.
No, sir.
And I believe you. And I talked to the solicitor about that. Mm-hmm. And I told him what you told me. Mm-hmm. He said, I said, he's made the comment to me, solicitor, he'll plead to everything. Mm-hmm. But he's not pleading to rape. Because he didn't do a rape. I said, he told me that he's admitted to everything he's done. He's willing to take the responsibility for it. Mm-hmm. But he will not take responsibility for the kidnapping. I said, but he will not take responsibility for the rape because he did not rape her. Mm-hmm. That anytime they had sex, it was consensual. Mm-hmm. She had the choice, and she actually initiated it at times. Mm-hmm. And he said, okay. I said, so we're going to need to re-interview her, mm-hmm. and we're setting that up Good, we're gonna do that this week. And I told him, I said, I gave him my word that we would re-interview him, and we want to re-interview her. You know, because I think it needs to be done. And so, I can't guarantee where that's gonna go, but I don't see it, you know. But let's ask you this. I got one thing I do have to ask you before we go further. The FBI has requested to talk to you. I don't know if it's about the guns. It's got to be about the guns, because that's the only issue they would have. If at some point they want to come talk to you, would you mind talking to them?
I don't mind.
Okay, I'll let them know. The other thing is,
Do I get to ride in their cop car and put lights on?
probably. I can arrange it. I can arrange a sheriff to pick up your mom and bring her over here, you know what I mean?
It's FBI.
He's just, go ahead.
If it's FBI, the only thing they're going to be interested in is the guns. They're not going to like the answer they get. It's not going to be that. I was expecting ATF.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting Homeland Security.
They were out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were out there. Not today, they were out there, the first day,
Kazama.
when they found all that, yeah.
Not terrorist. I would never do anything against the interests of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I love my country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what we do a lot of times.
Right.
I love my country. They can ask all they want.
Mm-hmm.
You will not find racial material on my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I refer to with my friend, call him my Aryan. He's a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the white pride,
Right.
power
Right.
crap. No. They're going to ask about the weapons because they're so extreme.
Okay.
I just have expensive taste, and I like quality, and I actually know how to operate every single one of them. But they're not going to get the spectacular stories they want.
With that being said, apparently, I did not know this. I knew that the guy had came and revoked your broker's license. Apparently, an attorney came to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he?
I've got his card. He basically, with the all right, well, let me back up. There's two.
Two attorneys came to see you?
There was the attorney who actually showed up to give me my letter telling me you're no longer a realtor, peace out. Then there was an attorney that showed up from the Columbia for...
Shane something?
Yes.
Okay. Columbia for what?
Well, first they tried to give me a public defender, but I make too much money.
Okay.
Even though almost everything I've got is not liquid.
Right.
And...
You actually own property in Spartanburg County, so you don't qualify. Yeah.
Thing is, except for a couple of things, I don't see a need to buy an attorney. Dude, I just gave you seven bodies.
Well, see, that's the thing I'm getting at. He's shown up back at the jail again today, while we've been here, wanting to talk to you.
Okay.
But he talked to my lieutenant.
Okay.
And I didn't know if you wanted to talk to him.
Sure. But he can wait.
Do you want to talk to him after we do this, or after you come see me tomorrow, or do you want to talk to him beforehand? It's up to you. I mean, it's whichever you want to do.
I don't care. I mean,
I'm
going to use them to where they do the preliminary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem I have with any of this is I'm not going to set Kayla's rate. That's not going to. That's I'll fight all the way. We'll go to jury. I won't win. But I'm going to make it extremely costly.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I think once you re-interview her, I think now that you've got her own letters and all that, I think you'll be.
Okay.
Go through the bag. Go through the stuff that was in. Go through the stuff that was in the Connex in her area, and upstairs.
There's a dresser drawer. Is there not somebody said they found some stuff in a dresser drawer?
Yes, sir. There's multiples. There is, I did her laundry, honestly. I didn't do any much for her, I did for me. Where? the two bottom drawers,
Mm-hmm.
the two bottom drawers are the white thing that has a mirror on top. Both those are her drawers.
Okay.
Both drawers underneath the TV
Mm-hmm.
are both in her drawers.
I'll write this down because I'll forget it.
So would I. Both bottom drawers are the white chest, whatever the thing's called, dresser. Both of those are hers
With the mirror?
with the mirror.
Okay.
And both of those that are underneath the TV, just one side by side,
Mhm.
both of those have her stuff in it.
Okay.
She had me get her vibrator, the TV, the DVD player, the MP3 player, the coloring books. I said, coloring books? Adult coloring books.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't question, it got her to shut up, and got her to roll over.
That led me to something else. I want to say, you said the satanic book?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I've never. Let me ask you this: the mattress is up against the wall, and we did that, looking to see if there were any weapons in there.
There was a bag.
Yeah. Did you ever spend the night there with her in the bed? Like stay the night, you and her in the bed overnight?
Never stayed the night.
Okay.
We spent a lot of time on the bed.
Mhm.
She wanted the comforter thing that was on the floor.
Mhm.
That was her idea. That was her submissive kitty bed, her kitten bed. Man, it tripped me out. All of a sudden, I put the collar thing on her. And
Yeah, they found that. They were like, what? They thought it was for a dog. I said, no.
well, now the cage that was up there that's in pieces,
Mhm.
that I built, and it was originally meant for my dogs.
But no, I'm talking about the collar, the metal collar thing you told me about.
That I ordered off of one of the websites delivered, and I got it because she requested that as opposed to me putting the chain around.
Mhm.
And I got that and went, mm-mm.
Mhm.
That would have fucked me up, man.
Yeah.
I went, that ain't going on, no way. So it's never been used.
Okay.
But she wanted that, and then the kitty bed, and she wanted this whole thing of explaining to me that I had to give her permission to speak to me,
Mhm.
give her permission to look at me.
Mhm.
Dude, I don't do all that control shit. I'm like, just, okay, let's get the thing on.
Yeah.
I don't need all that. Ask Ashley. Ashley's never had to deal with any of that crap. No, Ashley's just nasty, but you know. but you get the point.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I was embarrassed because Ashley keeps bringing her, she buys all those damn vibrators. And then she started putting them on my side of the damn bed. I was like, I don't want anything on my side of the bed. She's like, why? Because if I ever get in trouble, karma. I wasn't thinking that shit for me.
Well, we did open the drawers, and we opened the drawers, and we're like, oh, shit. I was like, okay. In the house, when we're at the house.
I ain't ever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we had all that. And then, yeah, it was just, I don't know, she had all this stuff, she kept asking for this kind of stuff, I got it, and she wanted, it's a big black book, about that deep,
Mm-hmm.
like $23, that damn book,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the, Enchanted Sorcery, some shit,
Mm-hmm.
it's the how-to guide to be a witch. Dude, I just figured she'd read the damn book and shut the fuck up for a while.
I understand that.
I mean, tell me about basically how she wanted to go off Dustin, because she thinks Dustin was involved in it. Dustin wasn't involved in it. The only Dustin's part of anything was that he was a dumb kid that I paid cash when he was broke
Mm-hmm.
to go to the store and get.
When you say dumb, you think he had a mental issue, or just he's just an idiot young kid?
He's an idiot young kid.
Okay.
He's not retarded. He's smart.
Mm-hmm.
He's just lazy.
Okay.
I tried to get him jobs for years. I tried to get him into real estate. He wouldn't even read the damn book.
Really?
Real estate ain't hard. You don't want to shit in class. You want them on the street.
Right.
But you got to do the class first,
Mm-hmm.
which falls into our early conversation.
Right.
But he's just a dumb kid who basically, he doesn't even know who his daddy is. His mom doesn't even know who his daddy is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a little loud when she was young.
Okay.
He basically, I met him one night at Barnes Noble, 15 years ago
Mm.
in line and told me how he wanted to be SWAT. He wanted to special forces. I looked at him and said, dude, I don't, no disrespect, but you ain't got a chance in hell.
Mm.
I can look in your eyes and tell you, you got none of that in you.
Mm.
Accept it, find a good career, and go live your life. There's people who need to be that way and people who don't need to be that way.
Right.
The world's big. You need both.
Mm-hmm.
Got to talk to him. I got him out of a lot of trouble because he never had any. There was me and another guy who died.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had you may have known Cody. He used to work as manager at Wild Wings. He had diabetes. We didn't know he was diabetic or like that, and he mashed his foot down and he drove his car on 290 into a telephone pole. And he died.
I heard about this. I did hear about this. Yeah.
Real tiny guy.
I heard about the wreck. I heard about him and the wreck. I didn't know anything about him, but I heard about the
He
wreck.
had a telephone pole. He had a diabetic, whatever it was, insulin, whatever, when the shock.
Coma.
Did that, mashed the gas to the floorboard. He only drove 55.
Or diabetic seizure, I'm sorry.
He only drove 55 on 85. Going anywhere with him used to drive me batshit. I'm like, come on, for the love of God, find the pedal. I would pull up the side of the road and wait.
Really?
He would drive me batshit. Because, I mean, I'm 85 miles an hour in school zone.
Yeah.
And he went to shock, mashed to the floor, hit a telephone pole, went through the windshield, and hit a car. I mean, hit a house.
Mm.
To this day, I don't know what house. I never asked Dustin which one it was. But
Oh,
me and Cody were the only two that kind of got him out of his early funk.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't know that was illegal, and then at first, and then I paid him, and then after I had paid him, I kept his car working. He needed the money.
So Cody had no idea that buying you the guns was...
Cody wasn't even alive without him. Cody was...
I'm not Cody, Dustin. Dustin had no idea buying you the guns was illegal.
At first.
Okay.
He did later, but by the time he realized he'd already done enough times that...
It didn't matter.
I was like, fuck. I mean, dude, there's like 10 or 12 suppressors in there, and I don't know how many, 40 guns? 50 guns? I mean, it's kind of like Pokemon, gotta have them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I would take them, and I would tweak them. The SIG MPX became an SBR. The PTR became an SBR. The 516 became an SBR. Anything that was rifle-wise, either got refined and polished and upgraded for distance, and everything short got upgraded for dependability and fire control.
Well, let me ask you this real quick, so we're going to head back over. This attorney contacted my lieutenant.
Okay.
And my lieutenant told me to let you know, because we promised this attorney that we would let you know. Do you want this attorney to contact you? Do you want to contact this attorney?
He can contact me.
He can contact you, come to the jail and see you? Do you want to come back and see me tomorrow first? Or do you want to talk to him? Or do you want us to give him a time to come see you? Whatever you want to do.
Whatever's convenient. Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking to him.
Okay.
Whatever your schedules are. I mean, I know you need to talk to me tomorrow, so, I mean.
Well, the ball's in your court because you're the one.
If you want me to talk to him first, make it easy, and then come see me.
No, I mean, it's whatever you want, okay? If you want to talk to me first tomorrow, that's your choice. If you want to talk to him first tomorrow, that's your choice.
Let me talk to him first. I already know what he's gonna say, but I'll talk to him first anyhow.
Okay.
It's not gonna make any difference.
Okay.
To answer your question earlier, I don't know what I want. The fact is, it'd be nice to just be over with, but I don't want to spend my life in a box, but I don't have a choice. But if I go to death row, it's gonna kill some people. It's absolutely gonna crush them. If I gotta just bite the bullet and ride it out, I'll ride it out. What else do you do?
Now, you said you have this attorney's card, right?
I do, but I'm not allowed to make any phone calls.
Okay. So, okay, we were planning on coming and getting you tomorrow mid-morning,
Okay.
getting all this squared away tomorrow mid-morning, afternoonish, sometime like that. So it's your choice. Do you wanna talk to him before I come get you to talk to you? Or how do you want to do that?
If he can get up here in the morning, that's fine. That way we got more time to deal with this and all this stuff, because I gotta write those checks, and you gotta get check books.
What time do you want me to tell him to come see you?
Anytime in the morning will work.
Okay,
My schedule is available.
okay. So you're telling me, and I have to do this for legal reasons.
I know.
So you're telling me, after you talk to him, you want me to come get you so you can come back over here?
Yes, sir.
And talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It just gets him out of the way. He's gonna tell me the same thing he told me last time.
What'd he tell you? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but,
Really?
what?
I'm like, really, at this point, what the hell is the difference? He can't tell me anything. I mean, the fact is, I mean, first they tell me that the what do you call it? They can't give me a public defender because I have too much assets. But then they tell me, but I'm not such a high priority case that all of a sudden we might be able to bypass some of this, which is legalese for, I want my name on that case somehow, because that'll give me some notoriety. Hell, I imagine somebody in prison town would do it for free just to get the name on the case at this point. After today,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Preliminary hearing, their chance to stand up and me say absolutely nothing
Mm-hmm.
and go through procedure. Dude, I wrote out a confession. What the fuck are you gonna get on preliminary?
Right.
Oh, well, we'll get that charge tossed out. Bro, I got like 8 more coming.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, in retrospect, really, the only one your issues with is the rape.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
being honest here. I gave you the 4. I could have shut the hell up.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's probably the one I'm gonna fry on. I don't lose that damn thing. That would suck. Be like a sausage. Smell my meat, bitches. That's right, inhale, because my last thing is, I'm inside of all of you. But you gotta go out with a laugh, man.
You do, yeah, you do. I mean, you do. You gotta go out your own way.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the digs out for Randy, or I'm gonna do the, can I use a lifeline? I mean, shit. But I mean, you know, at that point, I mean, the one I'm probably gonna get nailed on is the bike shop.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Carver.
Charlie?
Charlie. Charlie's no saint.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make him out to be a saint right now.
Yeah.
They do, but
Yeah.
he's not. Kayla's dangerous. Kayla has before asked me to beat up people for her or use my resources, which she thinks my resources are go get someone killed.
Really?
Yeah. With people that she doesn't like.
Have you do or have you hired somebody to do it?
Yes.
Both?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, read my Facebook, it may be on there.
Really?
Yes.
How long ago was this?
Well, I blocked her after all this shit so that it wouldn't know, because I mean, literally,
Well, we have her Facebook page.
then you have it.
Okay.
It'll take you forever and a damn day to go through it.
Okay.
But go back to the messages.
Really?
And her phone messages. She supposedly had money in her car, and the guy took her money, but that's bullshit. And then she wanted me to either use my resources to either have him killed,
Mm-hmm.
or beat up. I believe he was beat up, but she wanted me to use my resources to have him off or go do it. Kayla uses that thing between her legs to get dumbasses to go do stupid shit. And that's what I'm trying to say, that she's going to use that to get Dustin hurt.
Okay. What was this attorney's name? Do you remember? Let me.
Let me take my picture.
No, I'm calling my boss. Hey, what is this attorney's name? Steve Gorsham? Okay, he says he has his business card. He has no way to contact him though. He does want to talk to him, not for anything, just to help him with the preliminary stuff. Like, because, okay, I got you. There's another call, okay. Out of Greenville. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll explain this to him. So this guy that showed up last Friday is an indigent defense? Because he did mention something to me about the guy saying he wouldn't qualify for a public defender because he owned property. Okay. Mm. Yes. But they're not gonna like what he has to say. They're not, I mean, he's not gonna talk to them very much. Okay. Okay. Yeah. He already, that's the exact same comment he made. He said this probably that's all they want. That's what they get online. They get this, the thing. Like, he knows how to, he's probably smart enough to turn his department. But I don't doubt about that. And he, all right, well, we're fixing to transport it back over to him when we get down. Yeah, he can come see him tomorrow morning. And then he told me that he still wants me to come pick him up tomorrow afternoon and come back over here and talk to me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll explain that. Okay. he's gonna call the attorney. He's an indigent.
What's the point?
Well, and if you want me to call him back and tell him not to, I will. There's also an attorney from Greenville that left his card at the front desk of the jail
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
He is, I don't know who he is, it's on a legal pad, and he left his card for you at the jail. But this attorney from Columbia, he is not a public defender, but he's an indigent attorney.
Okay, but
He represents indigent people. And I think that's why he made that comment to you. You made a comment to me that he said you didn't qualify for a public defender, but there's a ways around that or something?
there are, but here's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, I'll speak to him, but here's the thing.
Todd, you ain't gotta talk to nobody you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, if you want me to...
I mean, I don't mind talking to him, but I mean, I'm okay with talking to you guys. What I don't get, okay? I gave you 4 guys. I gave you 4 bodies. I gave you 4. I can't renege. That's done.
I understand that.
You kept your promise. I kept my promise. You can't renege. It's already been done.
I understand.
I showed you where 2 other bodies are. Didn't have to mention. If I hadn't said nothing because what's on top of them, you guys, your dogs just ain't gonna pull it. Even if I didn't, I still got a kidnapping charge that ain't going nowhere. I still got a murder in the back pasture that's not going anywhere. And obviously it was on a half off sale. But,
The what?
half off sale. What do you mean? Buy 1 foot, get it on foot?
Okay. Hold on a second. Hello?
Again, Todd, you don't have to talk to anybody you don't want to.
I don't talk to you either, but, you know.
Okay.
I know, if you want
No, he's not sure he wants to talk to me. He said if he's an indigent lawyer, he said there's no reason for him to talk to him. I mean, that's the thing, if I told him about the business card being left by the other attorney from Greenville, and he said he has no problem talking to him, but he said as far as this indigent attorney does, he said there's no reason for him, he said because he's not indigent. Do you want my lieutenant to call him back and tell him no, or do you want me to tell him you'll talk to him?
Just have him leave his card and I'll.
Okay, he said, this is the guy you already have his card.
Okay.
This is the guy that came to see you Friday.
Have him just come to see me later. Just have him come to me afterward.
What day would you like him to come see you?
I don't care. Tomorrow, late tomorrow, Tuesday, I don't care.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll do that.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna text me the attorney's contact information so that you can call him. I'm gonna let the attorney know that I'm in here
Okay.
with you. And you can tell him if you wanna talk to him or when you wanna talk to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll figure it out.
So that way, you know, you're protected.
Okay.
Your rights are protected, and if you want to see him after you talk to me, if you want to see him down the road,
Okay.
whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You know, because the thing about it is, like you said, there are cops in the world that are bad, there are cops in the world that are good. I should not like you.
Mm-hmm.
I should want to nail you to the cross.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but,
I'm going there anyway.
well, no, it's not that.
But yeah, I get it.
I want to do the right thing for you. I want to make sure the right thing is done for you and by you. I don't do this job just to put people in jail and do stuff like that. I do this job because that's the way I want to be.
At the end of the day, like I said, they have 2 choices. There's 2 choices here. There's not 3. I'm not going home. There's 2 choices.
Okay. Now, I'm going to let him know that I'm in here
Okay.
and that. Then you can tell me when you want to see him, whatever you want, you know. Hi, Shane. My name is Tom Clark. I'm an investigator with the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
Lieutenant William Gary gave me your information.
Yeah.
What's your last name, Shane?
Goranson. G-O-R.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. G-O-R-A-N-S-O-N.
Okay. I'm sitting here with Mr. Kohlhepp.
Yeah.
You left your card with him?
Yeah.
Okay. And you, apparently, while we were talking to him today, you came back to see him?
Yes, I came by today, yeah.
Okay. And you were wanting to talk to him again, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
He's going to talk to you right now, and let you know what his decision is about whether or not he wants to talk to you or when he wants to talk to you, okay?
Okay.
And I'm still in the room, so I just want to make sure you knew that, okay? Because we're in an interview room.
All right. I'm on speakerphone?
Yes, sir. He's right here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I understand you want to speak to me. Are you the gentleman I spoke to the other day?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to come see me tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever?
I'm in Spartanburg right now.
Yes, sir.
But if we need to do it another day, we can do it another day. I have the power of attorney form for you.
Okay. Yeah, I need that.
And,
Yes, sir?
I would prefer to at least get that to you tonight, so you can get that done. But,
Yes.
whatever you want to do is fine. I'm just telling you, I'm here for you, I'm here to help you.
And I appreciate that,
Yes,
sir.
my help.
And I appreciate that. I don't know what time it is, but how long are you gonna be there?
In Spartanburg?
Yes, sir.
I'm on your clock, buddy. I'm here for you.
How long is this gonna take?
We're fixing to leave.
Yeah, I can see you when they get me back over. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. See you soon.
I just want the power of attorney form.
I'm sorry?
I just want the power of attorney form.
Now, I want to let you know this. If you sign papers with him and he becomes your attorney,
Okay,
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 in any capacity, before you can talk to me again, you have to send a letter through the kiosk at the jail before you can talk to me anymore, if he becomes your attorney on record for this.
okay,
I'm just making you aware of that.
okay.
I can't just come over and get you like we talked about. If he becomes your attorney,
Okay.
he becomes your attorney on record for this situation,
Mm-hmm.
then you will have to request me.
Okay.
They have that kiosk that you need, you
They
have to,
haven't let me anywhere near it.
well, you tell them, you can tell them,
Mhm.
I want to request to talk to Detective Clark
Mm-hmm.
through the kiosk,
Okay.
and they will let you do that if you hire him as, or if you,
I wasn't planning on hiring him. I was planning on taking my piece of paper.
and you can explain that to him. That's your right. You know, and that's why, we're recorded here, and you know all that.
Other than the fact of notoriety for them, because it's not for me, why is everybody suddenly from, first, the lady came down at the holding cell and then informed me that you got property, you can't have anything, well then why are you even here?
Well, she's a public defender, and they do that for general sessions charges most times, a lot of times, in court.
Okay.
And it may have just been because they found out what the charges were.
Well, that was with just the kidnapping.
Right.
That got escalated.
Yeah, so the public defender's office sent her over.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what that was. And a lot of times there'll be a public defender show up
Mhm.
to talk to people. As far as him, I don't know who he is, I've never heard of him before.
He's part of another group in Columbia that deals with, once again, indigent, but they may be able to waive certain things. Whenever you want to waive something, there's a reason. You're not doing it because you like me. You're waiving it for a reason. I don't understand the purpose when, like he said with the preliminary thing, you know, we get to go over policy. Okay.
What now, say that?
Go over like policy and procedure. I can't even speak at it. Basically, the attorney gets to speak. I get to stand there and look stupid for a while.
You talking about your preliminary hearing?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
And they basically go over procedures of what, you know, the officer should have done, this should have done. At no time is it going to throw, there's not gonna be some made for TV show of, oh, they messed up procedure, I gotta throw all this shit out, the bodies don't count.
Well, this is the thing. At the end of the day, you can do the power of attorney with or without an attorney.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the document, get my document.
You know, you can have him be your attorney, you cannot have him be your attorney. That is completely up to you.
Well, right now, I don't even know him, but what I want is the document, that's all I want.
Well, I just wanna make sure that you understand that I made you a promise at the beginning that I was always gonna be honest with you.
Yes, sir,
And I was always gonna be upfront with you.
we're fine.
And so that's why I did that, you know. And I told you about the other attorney that left his business card.
Yes, sir.
And like you said earlier, I have a friend who's an attorney, and they're like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I don't know, you know, I think you may be right.
After today,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I know a gentleman that's in Arizona who his birth name is Jesse James.
Mm-hmm.
The attorney was willing to take his case. God, he was a dumbass.
Just because of his name?
Because of his name,
Mhm.
so he could put on his advertisement, I got Jesse James off. That,
Mhm.
and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But, he didn't. But,
That's kind of backfire on him, huh?
but I mean, I don't get the point. I mean, okay, I get the bike shop thing. Yes, people want to have their name involved because it's a national case now. Now all of a sudden you have a realtor who was a couple days ago worth a shitload of money, who suddenly went out, and all of a sudden you're finding bodies and bodies and bodies. A girl gets caught in a Connex. When you all find out the real truth about that part, that's going to be interesting.
About Caleb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna find you're gonna find some different things there. It's just
Well, the biggest thing right now is I want, you know, him and I are both of the same line, and as the sheriff are, you know, and as the sheriff told you when he prayed with you, we do everything above board. We have a saying, we do it the right way. And so that's why I wanted to make that clear.
I did too. He said, get a gun. Shit, did you just lead me right into that? Wait a minute.
He told me.
It's just false. It's just false.
Oh, and I do know why the FBI wants to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
They don't care about the guns. I don't think, it's my understanding, they don't care about the guns.
Really?
No.
What do they want?
They want to learn from you.
Do you remember the other day when we were
Are you
sitting in
shitting me?
No, sir.
You remember when we were sitting
Long
there
ago.
and talked about the cereal stuff?
Oh shit, man, that shit's real.
Huh?
You always hear about them wanting to bring behavioral.
That's my understanding. They want to learn from you. And I'm going to tell you this, and this is no joke. You're a very interesting person. You are a very intelligent person, and your philosophies, okay,
Are unusual.
they're not, though. They're not.
They are for this side of the fence.
Well, they're not unusual, but they're extreme. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, and I think they're interested in that.
Okay.
And they really want, it's my understanding, they want to learn from you.
I don't mind talking to them. Believe it or not, after speaking to the two of you, I'm kind of hoping that they don't give me the death sentence. They don't give me a lot of life sentences. I'll try to work them out, you know.
One at a time?
One at a time, you can group all together, I mean, but, you know, like I told my mom, I was like, she got upset when I mentioned that, she got very upset, actually,
Mention what?
the attorney, actually, Mark up,
Oh.
later too.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, no, don't do that, because I don't, like, you know, I told you about my friend, and.
Yeah. And the only reason why I don't is it would totally mess with so many people that my biggest thing at this point is not hurting anybody else.
Okay.
It's closing what I can and helping who I can. And if I can help the FBI do their thing, I don't mind.
Okay.
Hell, it might be kind of fun.
You may get a trip to Quantico.
Oh, don't tease me.
You remember the Godfather, they took,
I didn't know that. I actually didn't have, I don't really watch those kind of movies.
yeah, they took,
I don't watch TV at all.
I can't remember.
That's like Walking Dead.
I'm a guy, really?
But I called that right. Glenn and Abe, I had it to the
I had, what's the redheaded guy's name? Abraham, yeah, Abraham.
Abe had to.
I had Abe, but I didn't have Glenn.
But you know why?
When he hit Glenn, I almost passed. I was like, oh my gosh.
But do you know why Abe?
Hmm.
Excuse the language, but he eye-fucked him.
Yeah, when he bowed up, yeah.
He bowed up.
Oh, yeah.
And looked at him like,
Yeah,
he had to keep control.
yeah.
He had to.
Yeah.
There was no way that man.
Show the dominance.
There was no way he was coming out of that.
I tell you what, I've lost a lot of respect for in that show, because my preacher at church
I don't
said,
like Rick.
my preacher at church said you should take things that your spouse is interested in, even if you're not, you should try them and enjoy them with them to kind of be a part of the things that they like. So I never
I
watched
want
the
to make a
show.
joke there so bad going, we're my friends, what's supposed to be?
But the funny thing was, so I started watching the show,
Mhm.
and I didn't think I would ever like this show.
Mhm.
And I actually like this show.
Yeah.
And the one person that I think is an absolute pussy
Yeah.
is Rick.
I don't like Rick.
I'm like, are you kidding? One minute he's killing people,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next minute when he's losing, let's talk. Wait a minute. You're killing people and then you want to
I
talk.
had my friends tell me that I didn't like him because he was a cop. I'm like, you don't really know me that well. You don't.
No.
Well, that's because you did time. I never blamed the cop for me being in there. I blamed me for being in there.
Right.
I blamed my dad for assisting it, but I blamed me.
Yeah.
I didn't blame cops for that. So
Yeah.
wrong chapter on that one.
Yeah.
But the man cannot make good decisions.
Right.
He engages when he shouldn't.
Right.
He doesn't engage when he should.
Right.
He's a piss poor leader.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Who's your favorite?
I really kind of like Abe, believe it or not.
Who?
I really kind of like Abe. Redheaded guy got his head.
Yeah.
He just wanted.
I like Daryl.
Daryl's cool. He just needs to shave and clean up.
I just like that, he's
He's always going to be a follower.
Yeah.
He's always going to be a follower, but he's somebody that's trustworthy.
Yeah.
He's going to do his job.
Yeah.
Now I'm never going to find out how that turns out. Because I think I'm going to wait till we get all the way to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and then Rick's going to wake up from a dream, and it's all just been a friggin'
I said that. I told my wife that the other day. I said, you know what's funny? I said, she didn't know who I was talking about. I said, but you remember the old Bob the New Hope show?
Yeah. I hate to admit that I actually know what
Okay.
it is.
The Bob New Hope show. The first one he did.
Newhart.
Bob Newhart. The Bob Newhart show. The first one he did where he was married to the dark lady.
Uh-huh.
Then that show ended, and then he had the show with the lady in the inn, the hotel.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of that show,
Yeah.
he was waking up in the middle of the night back in the first show. He woke up having a dream, and his wife goes, from the first show, he's back in the whole set of the first show, and his wife goes, honey, what happened? Oh, it was just a dream. And that's how they ended the second Bob Newhart show.
Well, it's like the guy from Breaking Bad. Brian, whatever his name is, the
Cranston? Bryan Cranston?
He's in Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also in that one show where he was the dad of that school kid,
Malcolm in the
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
What if that was Witness Protection Program?
It's conspiracy.
So, I'm not down when you get to Quantico, but,
No, but that's my understanding. They want to talk to you more, possibly to interview you, to learn from you.
Okay,
And if you're willing to do that, we'll let them know.
sure.
Okay. All right, now again, with the attorney, whatever you decide to do is your right, your choice. I stand by whatever you decide to do.
I'm just wanting a paper is all I want right now with them.
What I will
I'm
do,
not signing a damn thing with him tonight.
I'm sorry?
I'm not signing anything with him tonight, I just want a paper.
Okay, with that being said, I will check in the morning, so you're not gonna sign anything with him and hire him as an attorney tonight?
That's correct, sir.
So you still want me to
Yes,
come
sir.
get you tomorrow and do all this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will still have to check in the morning to make sure that he is not an attorney on record for
I
you.
understand.
And then if he is not an attorney on record for you, then we will come get you and we will do everything that we talked about.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I just need a this page, because I really want to take some personal drawings back to you.
No, that's good.
Actually, teaching those people how?
You may be able to teach the FBI some things about that.
There's nothing that he doesn't already know.
Yeah, but he doesn't teach the FBI anything.
What?
You want your computer?
I'll come back.
I imagine the FBI knows more about firearms than I do.
I don't know. You know more than I do.
Take this range, we fire off, go. It's all about the thumbs interlocking, gotta get them thumbs right.
You know what we gotta do.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm. You wanna turn it the other way?
I'm just trying to help you out so you can.
Dude, hey, I understand, put your wrist in this.
Bad, I'm getting some grip.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, okay?
Mark, you want me to shut our office?
No, I was gonna let you put your stuff up.
Why was I thinking you were from Anderson?
I'll come back on my way. I'm from here.
Yeah, because the Anderson people don't want to talk to me. They're done.
Basically.
Oh, do what?
Have you got everything out that you need?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna shut it, because I'll come back later.
okay.
Yeah, they're done with me. They don't come talk to the FBI.
Okay. I'm gonna start this recorder.
Yes, sir.
Investigator Gaddy with Todd Kohlhepp. We are in the office, getting ready to go back to the detention center. It is 11/6/2016, and it is 17:07.
Cool.
You good, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. You'll just step out and wait right here. We'll wait on investigator. What's your name? Hey, I know you're gonna come back and you ain't gonna have time to hook it up. Don't leave it in there.
Like my mom trying to keep me on track. Some of my handwriting may be hard to read, so if you have a problem, let me know.
Trust me, if it was my handwriting, it'd be,
I understand.
I can't criticize when I can't do any better.
Do me a favor. I'll go ahead and put put how many pages.
I'll get that.
Sure.
I just wrote the time down there, and I'll get it in.
So initials and
The date, and then I'm gonna do the same,
5 or 6.
5. And if that's accurate, sign right there for me. And you'll get a copy. Just like you got a copy of your Miranda forms, I'll give you a copy of this as well.
I'll need a copy of that, correct? I'll sit around and read it.
2000 is when it was done.
Okay.
I just can't wait till I can get out of that room and then give me a book. They gave me a Bible, but it's,
5th day of November, correct, sir?
Mhm.
Since I wrote it, you'll have to witness it.
I understand.
so I think he's gonna win, Trump or, Hillary.
I'm scared to know. I
I
get
think
you
we're
the
screwed
pen.
either way.
There's a pen for you. What I put, I'm sorry.
It's like a 7,
What's the Beretta?
FS.
I'm sorry. Could just initial that there.
Yeah, they don't say 927S and go with that. I'm gonna just count time and see how we get on my knees.
If you get hungry through this process too, we'll get you something else to eat too, okay? Or if you want something cold to drink.
Is there? Sir,
Yes.
says I did want to shoot other customers.
I'm sorry. You want to just initial that? You're like me, you talk really fast, so.
You asked me when I'm making a deal.
Sir,
You asked me when I'm making a deal.
I was in sales once on another. He's got to read it.
I got it. I'm gonna try to get that case. Were any of them carrying a gun?
I don't know.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
I read the report, there was money, the guy had like 10 grand in cash and a gun in the office, but I would've taken it. I was wondering if they. I think Mr. Lynch is gonna roll over by tomorrow.
There you go. Oh, this is the last one for me, I'm sorry. And when we get done, I do have some clarifying, additional clarifying things I need to ask you. Okay, I want to leave that part open for her real quick, because I need to ask you a couple clarifying questions. You said, you mentioned in here exactly where you shot her, and then you said you shot, and where you shot the mechanic, when you shot him. The other two gentlemen, as they were running, you mentioned you shot one of them in the back. Do you know, as the other one was running, where you shot him, where he was hit?
No, sir.
Okay.
Moving targets,
Mm-hmm.
multiple moving targets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I missed. If I did, it wasn't more than once.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not an easy shot when you got two moving targets running fast as they can.
The guy that was outside part, was he up against anything? Was he laying on it? Was it where?
I think the curve.
The curb? Was there anything else nearby?
I don't remember anything.
Okay.
I scanned the parking lot, but it was, nothing moved. I went back to.
Did you, through your story, you didn't say it, so, but I just want to clarify, did you hit anybody or pistol whip anybody?
No, sir.
Anytime? Okay.
Sir,
Huh?
I may shoot somebody as one thing,
Right.
but I'm not a, pistol whipping and beating somebody is not my thing.
Did you, when you were first there, did you see a customer leaving in a green Ford Ranger pickup truck?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
I knew a guy came in with a kid looking for a go-kart and left.
Okay.
Because I intentionally waited till they were gone.
To add, a guy came in looking for a go-kart with his kid, and I waited
Worst thing I wanna do is shoot a kid,
And that's the best of your, everything in there is the best of your knowledge.
best of my knowledge, okay? I didn't see anybody else in the parking lot. If they were leaving, and if they heard anything, they would leave it really damn fast. Because nothing was suppressed. Who got pistol whipped?
I don't know. Nobody may have, but there was an injury that there was an unexplained injury, so that's why I was asking.
No, sir, I didn't hit anybody with anything.
By investigator Tom Clark at my request as I dictated. Okay, and what I need you to do, since you've already signed it once, but I added that bottom part, I just need you to sign it again for me.
Just below it?
Yeah, just below it. And if you'll put this time, well, that's fine, you can just, I'll have him witness it, that's fine. Is there anything else you can think of? Okay. We're gonna step out, I gotta do a few things, and then I'll come back in and talk to you in a few minutes. Do you need anything else to drink?
If you get something, I'll take it.
Would you like water or soda or?
Whatever's convenient.
Okay, I'll see what we can wrangle up for you.
Yeah, I really wonder was that.
Alright, we'll be right back, buddy. What, don't want to use what?
You want the van?
Oh, my card?
Ashley's.
Ashley's number, okay. We'll be right back.
I'll just stay here.
Okay, buddy. What do you want for dinner? You missed dinner over there, that barbecue wasn't enough, what do you want?
Whatever you have for me.
No, I'm asking you, what do you want?
I don't wanna be an asshole.
Shut that door, Mark. You're not being an asshole. I'm asking you, what do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
We've got
What do you got?
Bojangles around here, we've got Miami Grill around here, we've got the, whatever you want, man. Boiling Springs Cookout, whatever, what do you like to eat?
Cookout will work. That'll work.
What do you like from Cookout?
Never been there.
You've never been there?
Yes, sir.
They have a really good, it's called a giant cheeseburger, giant fries, and a giant tea. They're really good.
Works for me.
That's what I usually get. Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
I just don't wanna be the guy who
No.
goes, I want the
No.
steak lobster and then
No.
he's an asshole.
Well, I mean, no, whatever you want to eat, I'm feeding you.
Thank you, but I
So, I mean, okay.
Mm.
you, I didn't know.
Wait a minute, water.
Okay, yeah, got you they make them huge. They call them huge at Cookout.
Cool.
It's a huge tea, it's a huge burger, I didn't know, so I just went with the normal lettuce, tomato, pickle, mustard, mayonnaise, and then I got you huge fries.
Cool, thank you.
Need to ask you a quick clarifying question.
Okay.
And I'm done with that damn statement, man. So, this is yours, you keep it, but I'm done with it.
As long as I have this, I don't care.
Yeah, you're good, no, this is yours, I'm talking about me writing statements. This is just me and you talking.
Although we got some other to talk about.
That's what I'm gonna ask you. First of all, after you left Superbikes, what was your route home? Did you go back down Paris Bridge Road? How did you get home?
Same, I'm a creature of habit.
So you left CVS, come up Sholey, and then went up Paris Bridge? The road right next there? Or do you remember?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Because that part of Bowling Springs to this day gets me confused with, I believe, CVS, left the park on CVS, went right, which would be Shelley Bridge. Was that right? Would have been Shelley Bridge.
Yes.
That should be Old Furnace, you go left, cross over the four-way, and keep booking and booking and booking and booking.
Say that again now?
If you leave CVS,
Okay, here we go.
yes, the map is excellent.
Okay, Highway 9 is here,
Mm-hmm.
CVS is here, okay? There's a road next to CVS right here,
Yes, sir.
and then you go on up on Highway 9.
Mhm.
And then this is Paris Bridge Road, and it eventually comes down here to Highway 9,
Okay.
okay? So right here, CVS, you were here at CVS, did you go up Highway 9, or did you go this road to Paris Bridge? Because you're talking about Old Furnace is up near the high school and all that.
I didn't go by high school.
Okay, this road right here would have taken you by, Balloon Farms, that little farm thing on the left. It's like a peach shed and stuff like that.
It's been a long time.
Right. Well, after you left the CVS, do you remember going up Highway 9, or do you remember, you don't remember?
Knowing me,
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken this and gone that road.
Okay, and you came back the same way?
Yes.
Okay. Because you mentioned the four-way.
Well,
On up, there's a four-way on Paris Bridge Road.
there is.
There's a stoplight.
Gas station's on the right-hand side. If you make a left, it takes you down past nothing.
That's Old Furnace
It
Road.
goes on,
That's Old Furnace Road because that takes you to the high school.
yeah, I didn't.
That's not the way you came. So you came up this little road right here and went up Paris Bridge Road.
You know, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, that's fine. It was how many years ago?
14?
Yeah, so maybe you're not sure.
I've done many details I remember.
Okay.
Man,
Can you hand me that for a second? I'm gonna throw it outside.
when we're done,
When
when you talk about the weapons.
Hold on a second.
You'll want me to talk about the weapons.
Hang on, son. Okay.
Hey, I'm kind of glad I'm not gone.
I wish that one was gone. I'm gonna take these off, I don't have to write. You had mentioned to your mom, and that when we had talked at the jail, that there were others, and you told your mom she didn't have enough hands,
I had some altercations in Arizona.
okay?
I don't remember all the details. I had a friend of mine that got shot coming out of a alleyway.
Okay.
I found the guy later on.
Who was your friend that got shot?
Michael something. I was a kid, I don't remember. Michael something.
Do you remember the guy that you shot?
I never knew his name.
You never knew his name?
He drove a Nova, gray Nova,
What year was that, you think? Or how old were you?
14.
You were 14 at the time. Okay. And-
My understanding is there was some kid who wanted to be in a gang and was doing his initiation.
And his initiation was to shoot your friend?
We were just two kids coming out of an alley. We weren't part of nothing. We were part of nothing.
That was his initiation?
Yes, sir.
Wow. killed anybody else in Spartanburg?
No, sir.
Have you killed anybody else in South Carolina?
No, sir.
Other than the boy in Arizona and Superbikes and the ones that we have on the property? Have you killed anybody else? And this is where I ask you this.
Is that enough?
I do, but no, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. This is not to drive a nail home or anything like that, okay? You had your moment in here with your mom, and this is your opportunity to get everything, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to get everything out of the way. You know, because you're gonna be sitting in a cell, and there's gonna be lonely times, and you're a compassionate person. I'm a compassionate person, okay? In the heat of the moment, when somebody pisses you off, you may want to beat the shit out of them, shoot them, stab them, kill them, whatever. But when you're laying there at night, it may bother you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the only reason I'm asking.
That's all it's a shot.
That's the only one you shot. Okay.
I didn't want to have to explain numbers on the phone, and I sure didn't want to give numbers of 4. It's already hard enough. I know you guys are listening.
Actually, we haven't.
I'm surprised. I actually thought
You haven't made it.
I got a phone call yesterday. Finally got a phone call. But you said that you knew that. You said that I had
That's
talked to
when
my
your
mother.
mom reached out to
Your mom reached out, and you told her to reach out to me.
I did.
Okay, well, she inadvertently reached out somehow through to the solicitor's office, who reached out to me.
Okay.
So that's how I met with one of their investigators, and he told me that your mom had reached out to him, and he told me what she had said. And then we went from there talking. So that's how all that transpired.
Okay.
Okay? There is a recording probably. I don't have, I don't, you know,
I gave you
I
everything.
don't.
I gave you everything I
Okay.
had, so.
Okay, so there's no one, because, and I was told to ask you, there's 2 missing people out of,
Gastonia.
I can't remember that. And it's irrelevant. You're saying you've not killed or harmed anybody else.
That's correct.
The other person that you were talking about,
I'm not sure I even killed him,
okay.
and it was a long.
So when you told mom she didn't have
I
enough
just
fingers,
didn't know what to tell on the phone.
okay, so that was kind of, not, I don't want to say embellishment, but it was just something to,
Didn't want to give her phone numbers.
I got you.
gotcha,
Definitely
understand.
more than one hand, but, it's not really a bragging kind of,
I understand.
some of these knuckleheads may call that, ooh, that's cool. I don't really call that cool.
Hey Todd, a while ago you made a statement that said, that when you just said, those are the only people I've shot. Any other means? Okay. I just know that you're very deliberate with what you say.
Did you stab anybody or anything like that?
Well, but not like you're thinking. I was a kid. I was killing school bus, school scissors.
Okay. Not stab anybody and kill anybody by stabbing them or anything like that? Okay. Okay. And you can call me Tommy, you don't have to call me sir.
It's just a respect thing.
How old are you?
45.
Where's that age? He's sir. Okay. Well,
It's hard for me not to say sir. I mean,
I understand, man. It's, you know, my kids do that to me. I never told them to. My dad was a military man, and his dad was a military man, and he would not make me call him sir because he always had to call people sir. And I don't make my children call me sir, but they do.
Just remember too, at the beginning, we told you that there's probably not a lot we're gonna be able to do for you.
I know.
Giving you a clear conscience is one of the only things we can.
Honestly, I'm not worried about my conscience. You gave me what I wanted. What I wanted was to have the opportunity to take care of my mom, whether my girlfriend accepts it or not, to at least attempt to take care of her and her kid.
Do you still want me to reach out and talk? I have not yet, but do you still want me to reach out and talk to her to see if she wants to come see you or talk to you?
If she would, please.
Okay, I will.
The biggest thing is, please let her know that whether I screwed up, I can't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that she doesn't basically let her pride get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Mom clearing house on trying to sell this stuff off.
Okay.
No one's gonna get rich here. But the idea is, I'd like to be able to get enough money where she is not damaged, where she can basically restart her life
Okay.
without
Okay.
this over her head,
Okay.
and put the kid through some school so
Okay.
that she grows up to be something positive.
Okay.
Past that, that's all I really wanted.
Okay.
I mean, Mom's gonna put some money on my books once the money is released.
Okay. And you wouldn't need to transfer that through the bank, on the computer or through the bank, right? Or by the checkbook?
The easiest way
Mm-hmm.
would be one of two things.
Mhm.
One, release the cash in the safe
Mm-hmm.
as option A,
Mm-hmm.
or release the 2 checkbooks. I don't need the escrow checkbook,
Okay.
but I do need the personal checkbook and the company checkbook.
What bank account, and what are they,
Both of those are Wells Fargo.
and they're gonna say,
Although
what do they say on them?
well, on the checks,
Sure.
Todd Kohlhepp, no,
Okay.
it's Todd Kohlhepp and Associates.
Okay.
The one I don't need, there's $1,000 in that account that's mine, I did transfer over, so if you wanna bring me the escrow, there's 3 checks.
I don't know what, back up, I don't know what, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do. I just gotta,
There is 3 checkbooks altogether.
Okay.
One of them actually says Wachovia, is bluish, Wachovia Personal,
Okay.
Wachovia turned into Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
So I left that blue, because I could tell mine versus the company's. Since I'm a sole proprietor, basically the company is me. So
Okay.
I pay out for both things.
Okay.
If I could just get the checkbooks and write her a check out of each one of them,
Okay.
I don't know the total of each
Okay.
account,
Okay.
but if I can kick her something,
Okay.
then we can deal with the rest of the money later,
Well, like I said, like I told you in the beginning, I'll do everything I can.
because Mom doesn't have any money.
I'll do everything I can.
I didn't know she was that bad off.
You know.
I haven't seen her in years. I haven't seen her in years.
What happened to her hip?
Oh, man, everything.
Really?
She's more accident prone than I am.
Really?
If there's a bump, if there's a curve, if there's something out there, that woman will hit it. She won't mean to.
Well, let me go out here and take care of a few things.
She's not well, 'cause she was a big girl when I met her. The last time I saw her,
She will,
she was our size.
Let me ask you this too, Todd, in reference to the other 2 people that we talked about down there, Megan and,
Johnny.
Johnny. Is there anything that you left out while we were at the jail talking, while we were at the detention center talking about them, that we need to know? I mean, obviously, you told me, and make sure that I'm getting this right. You picked them up at Blackstock, and you know what? You picked them up at Blackstock and Reeville Road, I think you said, and then,
That's, well,
okay.
No,
go
sir.
ahead, Start,
I met her there,
okay,
got her number, we talked on the phone for a brief moment,
okay,
then I met them later on at that, next to Ricky's Hot Dogs, big huge parking lot, they walked across
okay,
and spoke to me there.
okay,
I almost thought she was gonna hit on me to actually, come on, shove the $90,000 car, but that's not what I was there for.
I got you.
I'm gonna tell you, our meeting looked shady as shit.
I understand, I mean, I got you, 'cause you show up with that.
In that parking lot?
Yeah, and her, kind of the way she was, I understand what you're talking about.
Basically offered her the job, offered to let him go in and come work as well. The next day, this was over several days, the next day she was in the paper, mugshots. I guess you guys had arrested her for, meth or some shit, I don't know, something was in her bloodstream and you took her kids away.
Okay,
I asked her about it, and she informed me that, yeah, she had drug issues and with that.
okay,
I still was gonna give him a chance. You know, I get shit happens to people, it's hard, I get it. Agreed to meet him back there, actually I meet him there, but they told me the address which is across the street where they were.
Do you remember that address by chance?
This one you were talking about behind the apartment complex?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't say the address, but another day if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
the house is unique enough I can point it out.
Okay.
Because it sits on a corner at a funky angle.
Okay,
You know which house I'm talking about.
yeah.
What happened there?
What do you mean?
Well, for you to know that house.
I used to patrol out there years ago. I don't know about what particularly happened out there. I just know the house you're talking about.
Well, you said I was coming.
No, when I used to patrol, I patrolled that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you,
Okay.
so, I mean, that's, I patrolled that area.
I didn't know something else happened.
No, I wasn't a part of it if it
The
did.
house is on a corner that's kind of crooked way it's located.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked them up and I drove them to my land of kid supplies
Mm-hmm.
and got them down to my building. And that's when Johnny pulled a knife out
Mm-hmm.
and
You shot him.
I shot him.
What'd you do with his knife?
Oh, no, I don't keep that kind of crap.
You just threw it out?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What did she do when you shot Johnny? What did she do when Johnny pulled the knife out? What did she say?
Nothing.
So you think she was planning on the planning of this?
I think she entirely was in the plan of it.
Okay.
There was no, oh shit,
Yeah.
Johnny, what are you doing? There was none of that. This was, her actions were, she knew he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They saw a guy who had a shitload of money, driving a car they can't afford.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a car, and they were gonna get something.
Okay. So then you shot him how many times?
Shot him twice
Okay.
in the chest.
Okay.
He dropped forward. When he
Mhm.
dropped forward, I went around him and put another one through his spinal column.
Okay, and you shot her.
Not exactly.
Okay.
The Connex was not meant to be a cage.
Okay.
All that chain shit was after the fact.
Okay.
Connex was designed for my food and my weapons, and to secure my four-wheeler before I had the building built.
Okay.
The back area that's all wood,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't designed for them.
Mm-hmm.
That was designed for my stuff.
Okay.
Until last week, there was no ceiling on that.
Okay.
I put that in because she was cold. Kayla was cold.
Okay, I'm glad we're still talking about
So you-
John.
I got you. So you
So-
insulated the back to help keep her warm.
I didn't know what to do with her, man. One side, I really wanted to drop her. The next side, I really, it's not, I kind of wanted to save her ass. I don't.
Let me back up real quick before we go that far, because we were talking about Johnny.
Okay.
The girl that was with Johnny, did you shoot her?
Not at that time.
Okay, what happened with her?
She panicked, but then she said, I told her to sit down. She sat down.
Mm-hmm.
Went ahead and cuffed her,
Mm-hmm.
patted her down,
Mm-hmm.
told her I wasn't going to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
She calmed down,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually took her to the Connex. No, that's not true. I had her lay there for a while. I didn't know what the hell to do with her. I didn't want her in my Connex because I had stuff in there. I didn't know what the hell to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Putting her in with my guns is not a good move.
I understand that.
I actually had to go. For the first time, I was having a little bit of a panic of what the hell do I do with her.
Mm-hmm.
Put her here, put her there, drop her. What the hell do I do? Do I call the cops? Oh shit! I got illegal guns. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What do I do with her?
Mm-hmm.
She was batshit crazy, man.
Well, that's what you said earlier.
I told her I wasn't going to touch her, wasn't going to rape her, wasn't going to do her. Just calm the hell down and let me sort this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere between I did that, when I shot him, set the back tight in the back, got her to calm down, and kept coming back and forth trying to figure out what to do, but I had her cuffed,
Mhm.
and she wouldn't go anywhere. Eventually, I went and locked her. I want to say I left her on that floor for a while. I left her on that floor cuffed. I wouldn't let, because I didn't know what the hell to do with her. I didn't want her in the building.
Okay.
Got the tractor, got it out of there, picked the body up, and was trying to figure out what the hell to do with it.
This is Johnny's body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I was having a little meltdown.
I understand.
the land was supposed to be my,
Sanctuary.
yeah, not my killing field.
Right.
It's not meant to be my killing field. It was supposed to be the place where I go to relax and get away from people and not deal with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
This killing really bothered me because it was such needless bullshit. Hell, I was giving them money. Why were you robbing me?
Yeah.
I went down to the Connex, cleaned out the back area,
Mm-hmm.
because I had shit all in there.
Mm-hmm.
And at one time, those ammo racks weren't there. The ammo rack was here and here,
Mm-hmm.
pistol rifle.
Okay.
So there was only that much space at the back, so I moved all the guns forward, and at that time, those were on casters.
Okay.
And those are now on casters now.
Okay.
Put her back there, told her to calm the hell down, let me rethink this crap. Let me see what the hell I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm.
One guy, Johnny, went over there and dug a hole, and like I said, you take the tractor and you keep going in and dig, and what you end up doing is making a slanted,
Right.
until I could put him here.
Right.
Dug that, stuck him in it, covered it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more work than you think. Did that, went back and dealt with her, tried to figure out what to do with her. Really wasn't sure. Ended up basically leaving her tied up there and went and got some chain. I had chain around, there's lots of chain in that building.
Mm-hmm.
I use chain for all kinds of shit. There's chain in the woods where I've got trees with come-alongs that are starting to lean towards my fence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put a chain around it, hook a come-along to it, and start working it this way, and over a period of time, it'll fall away from my fence.
Okay.
So chain and cable and that kind of stuff, I got a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Tied her up, left her there, while I tried to figure out what to, I didn't know what to do with it, man.
Right.
Got rid of Johnny, came back, left her there, went and got food, fed the girl.
Fed her after she tried to rob you?
Man, what are you gonna do with her? I don't wanna shoot her.
I understand.
I mean, I can't have some crazy batshit woman going back. I mean, she was going bipolar left and right.
She wouldn't calm down like,
Oh, she finally calmed down, but she was talking to me, and first she had drug issues,
right,
and then she kept going off the deep end with weird shit, and kept talking, and then she kept telling me that she had manic modes or some sort of bipolar lithium crap, I don't know what the hell it was, where, she was up, down, up, down, up, down.
so she didn't mellow out like Kayla did.
No, not at all. She did finally calm down, but she wasn't upset.
What made you decide to shoot her?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna shoot her.
Okay.
I was gonna give her money.
Okay.
I don't know why the hell she went the hell off. I held her, I hate the kidnapping part. I'll get another one. I held her there for a couple days.
How many days?
5 or 6.
Okay.
Every other damn day, she wanted Little Caesar's pizza. I hate that shit. Oh, it gives me heartburn. Little Caesar's pizza, not Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, cinnamon rolls, and friggin' Newports. If you go down to my building, you'll find an unused package of Newports that I bought for her. And then she went batshit. She tried to light my damn building on fire. Do you know how?
In the back of what building?
The Connex.
Connex.
The Newport pack is still there?
The Newport pack is still inside the toolbox.
Okay.
This is the unused pack. I actually bought her a carton.
Okay.
I don't smoke.
Right.
I don't know the hell to buy her. I went to the store. I said, okay, I need a thing of Newports, Reds, where the hell they were. The lady went, do you want a pack or a carton? I went, oh shit, I don't friggin' know.
Okay.
Give me a friggin' carton. Got her that, got her a lighter. Wasn't sure what the hell to give her, man.
Is that toolbox inside the Connex, or is it in one of the ones inside the
It's
building?
red toolbox inside the building.
Okay.
Bottom drawer, left-hand side. You'll find some lube and stuff in there that had nothing to do with it. I just didn't know where the hell to put the shit. There's also a friend of mine his girlfriend gave him 1,000 little packets of KY. Use it, you wanna use it? I don't know, you didn't use it? I don't know, it's still in the bag, I didn't even touch it.
So then what happened with her?
Went from there, oh, there's a collar in there? That collar was Kayla's.
Neck collar?
Yeah, she had me order it.
She asked you to order it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
Didn't use it, because after it came in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it and went, oh,
Okay.
that shit's too kinky for me. It's a stainless steel collar with like hooks for putting like locks on. I mean, dude, it's like having I don't treat my dogs that way.
So what happened with Megan?
Put her in there, fed her for a couple days, proceeded to go ahead, mostly just left her the hell alone.
Mm-hmm.
Left her alone. I didn't know what the hell to do with her, and then she kept burning shit. I come in and all of a sudden find that she burnt her blanket, and she burnt this. She's sitting next to 100,000 rounds of ammo. Love of God, please stop burning shit.
Mm-hmm.
If that thing goes off, do you know what that would do to a neighborhood or an area? That's not even a neighborhood. It would.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Please do not catch the building on fire. She kept trying to catch shit on fire. And then go, I'm smoking. I would open the door and a cloud would come out. It's like one of those cartoons. Looking back, giving her cigarettes might have been a mistake. Had her there, left her alone, took her down to the other building, sat her down for a while, got her to calm down, just please calm down, got her some food, told her basically that if she would just chill the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know me. You don't know very much about me. You don't have shit, and last time I can check from what was online, she had a warrant where they were looking for her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an envelope for $4,000. I'll drive you up to Dayton, Tennessee. I'll drop your ass off somewhere. If you got any common sense on this planet, you'll go left and I'll go right.
What'd she say?
Oh, she got so excited, I got my dick sucked.
She did?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it wasn't bad.
Oh, no. Okay.
Hey, if girls want to, hey, I told her I would give her $4,000 and basically release her in Tennessee. Just go, please, go, don't come back. It seemed like an easy solution. She didn't really know my name, she didn't know the address, she didn't know where I lived. When I first met her, I mean, I told her who I was, but I just told her I was a realtor. She didn't really know me. There was very little for her to, I mean, what's she gonna do? She's got warrants out for her arrest. She'll, call you guys up and say, some asshole shot my boyfriend, but you're looking for me anyhow. I don't know where he lives. We went to some land. I don't know where the fuck I was.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I am jumping back and forth.
That's
We'll
fine.
get back to Megan in just a minute. Did you give Kayla any cigarettes, or did you give Kayla cigarettes?
Cigarettes, no. She took a shitload of pills.
Okay, so does she want cigarettes?
She asked me for weed.
Why would you not? Is that, so obviously you didn't give it to her. Was the trouble that you had with Megan something that you decided, I'm not gonna go through this again
Oh, definitely.
type thing? So you basically went from, you didn't want to give her cigarettes to let her attempt to burn shit because you learned from what Megan did.
Yeah, sure,
You wasn't
no
gonna
fire.
you wasn't gonna let Kayla do that.
But I don't remember Kayla asking me for cigarettes.
Kayla didn't ask you for cigarettes, okay. But Megan, so you're sitting there with Megan,
Yes, sir.
and Megan,
I don't understand the question then, because she didn't ask me for cigarettes.
Well, and that's fine. I didn't know if she did or not.
I just know that I wasn't gonna give her anything like that.
There you go.
All that stuff was burned, and I was like, I'm not going down this road again.
so with Megan, you made her the offer of the $4,000, keep your mouth shut, I'll take you to Tennessee,
Drop you off and leave you.
drop you off and leave you, you go one way, I'll go the other way.
Totally.
What made that change? What happened?
What do you mean, what made that change?
Well, she ended up dead.
Oh, you mean what word proceeded?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'll use your words, where it proceeded.
I'm not trying to be an.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, someone's trying not to be an asshole. What is
No, dude, we're fine.
I wanted to get rid of her. The weather went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
We were having sleet. It was right before Christmas, man. We were having sleet. We were having rain.
Mm-hmm.
The weather went to shit.
Okay.
And I still had to find a way to get away from Ashley, my girlfriend,
Mhm.
long enough to get up out of work, get this person to Tennessee, drop her off, and get home. That's not just a couple-hour trip.
No.
And if I'm dropping her, it ain't gonna be at the border.
Mm-hmm.
We going north of Nashville. I want her way the hell away from me. I want her to forget where South Carolina is.
Right.
I told her, I said, I'll give you $4K in cash, drop you off somewhere, other side of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any common sense, you'll keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
Go get a job at a diner somewhere, work as a waitress, get your shit right, don't come back. They got warrants for you here, and I'm here, so just don't come back.
Okay.
She was gonna take it, she was happy. She was happy as hell for like 2 days.
Okay.
She was happy as hell. I just couldn't get past the weather.
Okay.
The last day, I went over there, opened the Connex up. She burned half the freaking building. She took my ammo racks and grabbed them and did this.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not, for such a little shit?
Mm-hmm.
Damn!
So then what happened?
Well, there was ammo everywhere and stuff everywhere, and she broke the fan. I got her a fan. She broke the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Prime, man, you just can't beat that shit. They're 2-day shipping.
Right.
Got her one of those. There's a fan there now, but it came as a 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
I had her those to get air ventilation.
Mhm.
I got lanterns for her so she had light. I
Mhm.
did the best I could to make it
Right.
somewhat livable.
Mhm.
Got her blankets, got her pillows. She lit the damn thing on fire. I'm surprised she didn't asphyxiate.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm surprised she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked in the building, I was choking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, holy shit. Went to get her out, and then all of a sudden, it's like I had a caged animal on my hands. I don't know what the hell. She went from, I'm so freaking happy in the world to be, I'm going to go to Tennessee with money, and I'm going to restart my life, and thank you,
Mm-hmm.
to batshit crazy.
Tell them just a minute.
I got you.
At that point, I tried to walk her out of the building. I just had enough. I walked outside. I was trying to calm down, trying to figure out what the hell to do with her, what to do with her. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I came back in the building. She was going nuts. Just, it wasn't like she was emotional about the situation. This had been days. It wasn't much about that. It was just like serious chemical imbalance shit. And she walked outside. I walked her outside, and when I walked her outside, I put a 40 in the back of her head.
What gun did you shoot her with?
Same one.
That you shot
Mm-hmm.
Johnny with?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a Glock.
And that's the same one you shot Charlie.
Charlie.
It's not my favorite gun.
It's a handy
It's a
gun.
handy one.
It's very effective, especially if you shoot 180 grains.
Let me ask you this. I do have one clarification question with Charlie.
Okay.
Okay? Because like we talked to you before about the feet were missing.
I didn't tell you no feet.
I know you didn't. Animals, whatever. Because you said you had coyotes out there.
I do.
When, you know how you were saying you dug out and it kind of leaves a little ramp kind of thing there?
Mm-hmm.
When you put him in the hole, grave so to speak,
Yeah.
okay? Was he face down? Was his head going downhill? Was his head going up? Was he on his back? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I hit tilt at it.
So you just hit tilt, he fell out.
All I did is drive up there, hit tilt, dropped him out. The way he landed, the way he went.
The hole's this way.
Yes, sir.
Did he land this way or this way? Do you remember?
Well,
There you go.
if you dig here,
Mm-hmm.
going this way,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically, as you go in, you keep going down deeper, so it ends up like this.
Right. Right.
As you go down, I don't know why I keep acting like I did this a long time, so I didn't. Put the dirt to the side.
Right.
Put the dirt to the side, and I put dirt behind it,
Mhm.
and then when I basically just drove down, but there had been a lot of rain days before this,
Okay.
so there was water down there,
Mhm.
and I got him down as far as I could, and then I just basically went a little far forward, took the bucket, get the dirt that I could,
Mhm.
behind him, pull it, put this dirt, put that dirt, and cover him as best I could.
Okay.
I think he was kinda,
Sideways. In the, because you know how the two holes are parallel?
this,
So he wouldn't, like, let's say this is a bed, he wouldn't be laying out like head to footboard, at the headboard and at the footboard, he'd be kind of more catty cornered across it.
this one way he could be in there, he would never be laid this way.
Okay.
And the reason,
So you would have been digging from this angle, reaching out, coming back this way, right?
Yeah.
And